In a world where billions of people do not have a clue about the forces that control their health, these people go about their day in a life and death struggle, while minds that are calculating and unsympathetic make decisions that will affect their very lives. A new day begins. There are many questions, but few answers. But still there's hope. This is The Big Secret.
Man, how do I take a positive spin on the fact that we're being murdered?
How do you promote the sale of extremely profitable patented drugs over natural remedies like vitamins? The answer? You find a way to control doctors and influence what they prescribe.
It's not in their interest to practice preventative medicine because they make less money if they do that. So it's that simple. So, if you don't get sick ever, you're not going to the doctor, you're not giving them any money.
Slowly and methodically, medical practices move to profit-driven system promoting pharmaceutical drug sales and profitable surgery over curative medical practices. Basically, the long-term management of diseases was found to be more profitable than efforts to cure diseases.
There's drug companies who have developed pills for just about everything.
They push those drugs to these doctors.
Because you're looking for, what pharmaceutical can I do to suppress these symptoms?
To my best understanding, there is an unlimited number of trials that can be conducted before the two trials are selected. So in many ways, that's like tossing a coin until you get heads as many times as you want.
Inside of a monopoly, you are spoon-fed what the powers that be want you to know, which is often very different than the actual truth of the matter.
So if you're taking a statin, you're taking a drug to prevent heart attacks that does not prevent heart attacks. And further, you're taking a drug that is not safe and does you harm.
I hate statin drugs. I absolutely hate them. And yesterday I gave a long talk explaining, there's so much evidence. They cause so many problems.
So the cholesterol-centric idea of reducing heart disease is really misleading.
We're aging too fast, and this is causing an epidemic of chronic disease, disability, and premature death. Aging this way is a big mistake.
Chronic diseases are related to nutrient deficiencies, period, nutrient deficiencies.
The human body is a self-repairing system. It's designed to keep you fully functional and in good health for a long lifetime, well beyond 100 years.
Because the people that are growing the food do not know what I just told you. And if they know about it, they don't care. And that's a big problem.
And if you plant a crop and some of that seed blows into your neighbor's pasture or field and comes up, Monsanto's pissed.
This published 2013 in the Journal of Food, Chemistry, and Toxicology. Glyphosate induces human breast cancer cells to grow by 500 to 1300%. Is that good or bad? That's bad. Why is it still used? Because of the money, baby.
I remember when Roundup was invented, it was the greatest thing ever because it killed everything.
Thyroid cancer. Look at the green line here is the trend before glyphosate, before genetically modified corn and soy. See a difference?
And you really don't know what's going to happen, but the problem is what could potentially happen. The worst thing that could potentially happen is you could create, something like the bubonic plague or something that just spreads and kills all the crops or just poisons people en masse. There's a very dark side that could accidentally happen.
It's going to be a disaster in time. It's just a matter of time.
But I'm going to show you very quickly that chronic fructose exposure alone promotes the metabolic syndrome. You would never think about giving your kid a beer, but you don't think twice about giving your kid a Coke, and they do the same thing.
Then there is the instance of the Dr. Pepper Bottling Company in Dublin, Texas. When all soda pop bottling companies in the U.S. moved to high fructose corn syrup in the 1980s, Dublin refused and continued making their product with sugar. Interestingly, as a result, the counties served by Dublin have reduced amounts of fatty liver, obesity, and diabetes as compared to surrounding counties.
But I was doing some research, and we are our county, Erath County, which is the county we're in, and then Comanche County and Hamilton County and some of those other surrounding counties are all below the state average for obesity, for diabetes.
Fluoridation of the drinking water supply is done to get rid of the toxic waste, hexafluorosilicic acid, from the smokestack scrubbers of aluminum and fertilizer factories. This practice has caused cancer and brain damage for almost 50 years.
So the honest answer is that the ADA is probably the biggest political machine in the U.S., spends the most money on lobbying, is able to hoodwink most of the organizations and the health organizations in the U.S., including the CDC.
There is no margin of safety to protect all our kids from having their mental development impaired by drinking fluoridated water. And that's particularly true of bottle-fed infants at the very beginning, when their brains are developing, the last point in time that they should be exposed to fluoride.
Well, it's a good question, right? What conditions can you expect to get on the other side of with holistic medicine, with science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition? The answer is all of them.
And the observation that we made in our lab is that nutritional ketosis is a highly effective tool for the management of aggressive metastatic cancer.
So what are the big secrets in medicine? Well, I think one big secret is that most of the chronic diseases that people suffer from are completely preventable. But the secret is that you have to focus on prevention and have a more functional approach and not just focus on the disease.